Hey guys, we're back. I'm Professor Pokestash,
And I'm Nick.
and we are almost done with our new lab. We're redecorating. This is our last video you're likely going to see like this. It's going to have different lighting, a couple different things, but we're going to end this setup on a bang because we have a round 4 submission and return from PSA. That's right. I didn't do a video saying what I thought they were going to be. Instead, I preemptively wrote that because it's not a very big submission. This one, I kind of focused on honestly testing the balance between 9s and 10s. A lot of the stuff I submitted, I thought was going to be a 9 or a 10. I'm just kind of hoping for a 10. But either way, let's get right to it. We're going to start out with some, I believe Mr. Jerry got us set up for that. By the way, we always thank Mr. Jerry. Thank you, Mr. Jerry. He is our friend that is our PSA shipper guy or organizer. The reason we do it through another person is one, we save money by shipping a lot together with each other through PSA. You get to save some money doing that. But two, PSA sends you back your grades and you see them if you're the organizer. And we don't want to see that. We want to be surprised in these videos. So thank you, Mr. Jerry. I know he makes a point to always watch these. Thank you very much. We do genuinely appreciate that. We could not do these videos without it being spoiled without you. So thank you, Mr. Jerry. But let's get right to it. We're going to be starting out. He actually ordered it for me kind of specific. We got some more of those. If you watched our last video, we got some more of those Hanafuda cards. So we started out with those in the mix. And then I actually had 2 cards that I got resubmitted for PSA. Meaning, yes, I cut them out of their slabs. I cut them out of their slabs painstakingly, slowly, delicately, and I got that all together to reship because I did not agree with 2 of those grades. So we might do some more of that. We'll see how these come back. But in the meantime, let's get right to it. Nick, are you ready?
Yes.
Nick, who is our special guest today?
It is Metagross.
Good God, is it Metagross? Okay, so Metagross likely will never be able to come back on a regular video because if you could see, Metagross is huge and takes up most of the playmat. So we have room for him today, but come on, Metagross, this is your one chance. Let's see how you help us today. So these Hanafuda cards, if you've never seen them, they're really, really cool. I honestly like them most. Me and Mrs. Pokestash found them on Whatnot. They're really, really cool. They just slab so cute. They're these little cards. They come fresh from the box whenever we get them. We usually get them on Whatnot auctions. But we pick our favorites. And I am really hoping all of these come back in 10s. So go ahead, Nick. Let's see. I thought all 10 of the Hanafuda cards would come back 10s. You have to be right here so we can see, buddy.
I'm trying to...
Oh, he put it in a... Okay, go ahead. All right,
10.
So the Scyther Electabuzz is a 10. We were right for that one.
He has a hat.
It's about $70.
And it's worth about 70. There is one thing I forgot to do. It's our total cost. It costed us $402 to get all of these cards graded. So about $21 a card per grade. So this Scyther raw is worth $20. We got it graded as a 10. That makes us worth 70. So we got plus $50 on that. Sorry, should have mentioned that before. It's been a very long day. If you guys can't hear, me and Mrs. Pokestash are both a bit under the weather. Thankfully, Nick is not. Let's get right back to it. We got this awesome Cubone. These are such sick arts. I just really like them. I think they're really cool.
I think this one's kind of sad because if you see that the origin of Cubone is that the skull that's on his head is his mom's skull.
And if you look at the picture, he's even crying in the picture.
Yeah, he's crying because I think that's Clefable and
think that's Clefable?
Yeah, because look.
Oh, yeah, it could be Clefable and Clefairy back there. And he's thinking of his mom, you think? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that is sad. Well, let's hope we could cheer him up with a 10. I believe he's going to be a 10. Let's see what we got, Nick. Another 10. Excellent. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, that's actually a good spot for those.
His hat is growing.
You could decorate Metagross with that.
His hat is growing.
It's 110. It was worth another 20 raw. That might be a little misjudged, but we got a 90 gain on that. Cool. Nice, we're good with that one. Next 3 are pretty crazy. I'm really hoping they're 10s. We got the Articuno. Another really solid art. You guys can see this really cool. I believe it. I believe all of these are going to be 10s. Let's see what we got, Nick. Come on. Another 10. Okay, great.
150.
That one's worth 150 and a 10. We paid, I want to say we paid like $40 for this one. So we got a good gain of 110 on that. This is the big Hanafuda card that we got.
The Zapdos.
It is the Zapdos Pikachu. So I really hope this card is a 10. Nick, let's see what we got.
3, 2, 1.
Go. It is a 10. Okay, great. Now we have one other odd request. That one we paid pretty good for that one. I think we paid $60 for it. Something like that. Our raw, it's worth 60. But it's worth 225 in a 10. So we gained 165 on that one. And this one's pretty special because it finishes. You guys see we got the Articuno, we got the Zapdos. Now we're trying to get the Moltres and see if we get them in 10s. Go ahead.
10.
Excellent.
Every single one.
And they're sequential.
They are, so that was, yes, exactly. So that the reason why this was so special is we have the Articuno, Uno, Zapdos, Dos, and Moltres all in 10s. And if you see, they are 39, 40, and 41. They are a sequential Gem Mint 10 set of the birds. Some people care about that stuff. Some people don't. I normally don't, but in that instance, I did. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. The rest is all going to be regular cards. So this is just a really cool Snorlax. It's actually a very modern promo card. I just thought it was in really, really good shape, but I'm not good at grading these side foil cards. So I think it's going to be a 9 or a 10. Nick, what do you got on it?
I think last time something happened. I'm not telling because I'm not spoiling.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that you cracked open.
No, this is a different Snorlax.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a different
we
one.
graded another Snorlax. The 2 cards that we got regraded are at the very bottom. Mr. Jerry put them there for us. So, but let's see what we got on the score for it.
Hope a 10.
It is a
It's a
9. Okay.
They don't have a price for a 9.
We don't know the value on a 9, but I can tell you raw, it's worth like $2. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively say we took a loss on this one. I'm going to put a loss of $15. That sounds fair because even though it was graded, grading this card cost us $21. It's worth like $2 or $3, $2. So we put a loss. Go ahead and put a loss of $20 on that, Mrs. Pokestash, just because.
It was a free card.
But it was a free card. We like Snorlax. I honestly, a lot of this set stuff was me testing the boundaries between what makes a 9 and what makes a 10. So I can't be too upset about that.
So we're just going to keep the value at around $2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, we got Roaring Moon EX. This is a gold card. I got it from one of my buddies at EOT Games. One of our, I don't know if I'll call them a sponsor. They definitely help us. They're our friends. Let's call them our friends, EOT. They're our friends. I got traded with a guy over there. when I was just looking for cards to grade. I think it's going to be a 10. It could be a 9. I don't get gold cards graded very much, and when I do, I don't grade them very well. So let's see what we got, Nick. It's another 9. Okay.
It's $23.75.
So at $23.75, it's worth 7 raw. Subtract that. We lost $5 on that Roaring Moon EX.
I'm gonna minus the grade cost at the end.
Oh,
That's
okay. Okay, yeah.
So I'm only adding, like, I'll add this up and then minus grade costs.
Alrighty. Now we got this one very specifically for Mrs. Pokestash. This is
Hopefully, our perfect pile of trash.
We are trying to get a perfect pile of trash. We have a Japanese one, but we are looking for English trash, and you guys know English trash is way dirtier than Japanese trash. So
I think that's right.
I really hope it's a 10. Come on, Mrs. Pokestash, go. Ah, the search continues.
What we got?
Garboder got a 9.
All right.
We are going to chop it. We're going to put it back in the
values that
collection.
At $15.
It's at 15. We knew what we were getting into. We were hunting for the perfect trash, and we fell short at just mint condition trash. So we're not going to beat ourselves up too much about that. This one I was testing the boundaries on smudging. Right there, you might be able to see it. There's a little tiny white speck. And for that, I believe this card is going to be a 9. But it is the only thing wrong with this card. So if it comes back a 10, I know sometimes they accept those little dimples. But if it comes back a 9, I'm going to cut it out because it's still a great card. And we're going to have an awesome raw Squirtle card. But let's see. It's going to be I think it's going to be a 9, but we'll see. Go. Oh! We got a 10 on it. So thank you, PSA. I know because I saw it that you saw that smudge. So that is the one thing wrong with that card. If you guys read their website, sometimes they say they allow one imperfection, and that is that imperfection. This Squirtle in a 10 is worth $190. So we gained $150 off of the raw value of this card. That's a big win for us today. Now we're getting into the centering blues, I'm going to call it, because I don't think this card is centered. I think it's the only thing wrong with it, but I don't think it's centered. However, PSA says on their website, oh no, actually they don't say that on their website. It is a common rumor that PSA, if the only thing is wrong is the centering, allows for a 40-60 centering. Not to get into the woods on that one. I could have a video if you guys like that kind of stuff. Say, Professor Pokestash, make me a video on how you look at this stuff, and I will be happy to help you. But not to get into the weeds on it, I don't think this card is perfectly centered. So it's either going to be a 9 or a 10. Nick, let's see what we got on that. It is a 9, so it was too far off-centered to, and this is the Iron Crown EX. It was too far off-centered to justify giving it a 10. I can accept that. I knew what I was getting into on that one. It is not perfectly centered.
54.21.
So at 54.21, we lost $1 on that one. I'm probably going to cut it out. It'll do better trading to people. I'm not going to try fishing for a 10 knowing that it's off-centered.
And he's still rated between 9 and 10, so you're still
Yeah.
on point.
Roaring Moon EX. This one, I honestly wasn't checking. I'm pretty sure it's a 10.
You said 10.
Yeah, so Nick, let's see if I was right on that one. I believe it's a 10. It's a 9. Huh. Okay, well, I was wrong on that one. I can live with that.
55.84.
Is that our first, like, for sure wrong one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were wrong on that one. Sorry, Roaring Moon. We're looking at 5 9s. This one was another one. So this one's really special. We got this one from Nationals, and Mrs. Pokestash picked it out. We have the other side of this. It's a flip art. The Perrin's right here, and her Secret Illustrator rare is that. But this is her Growlithe. So we want to get this in a 10. Our Perrin, unfortunately, is not a 10. We'll keep hunting for one. But this was Mrs. Pokestash's attempt to get a 10. I think it's going to be a 9 or a 10. Let's see what we got. It is a 9. Okay.
That puts it at 15.12.
15.12. We lost, well, off the
Like
rare.
$10.
Yeah, we lost $8 on that one. Plus the fees of grading it. But that's fine. These regular Illustrator rares, they're really hard to get the edges on. That's why I'm super happy with this Squirtle. They're really hard to grade. So we're not going to beat ourselves up too much about that. I'm just hoping we get some more 10s because we're starting to pile up right now. Go ahead, Nick. We got this Leafeon VMAX. This is one I genuinely believe this one's a 10. I got it from Anubis Gaming. Yeah, I got it from Anubis Gaming. I believe it's a 10. You mind if I pull this one? See if we can get back on the go. And it is a 10. All right. That was, I bought one card from them that day, and I was like, okay, this is probably a 10. We're back on the boards with a 10.
68.56. It almost doubled the card.
Nice. So at 68, we gained 37 off the raw. I'll take it. We're starting to develop a rainbow collection. Pokemon got rid of their rainbows in Sword and Shield era, and we've been kind of giving getting ours and 10s as we can.
You keep going. I'm just checking something.
This one is another kind of centering this corner is a bit of an issue. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get with that, but let's. I believe it's a 9 or a 10. Let's see what we got with that, Nick.
Which one's that?
Go. Alakazam EX is a 9.
You said 9 or 10. 9 puts it at 42.26.
42.26. We will likely be chopping you out, Alakazam. Next one is the Greninja EX promo card. I think it's a 10. We went through quite a bit of these, so I really hope it's a 10. You mind if I pull this one, Nick?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is one of my favorite art Greninjas. So I'm happy to get it in a 10. We don't have to buy more of those displays to hope we get a 10.
95.03.
At 95, it's a huge gain of $80 over the raw card. We got this one. This random guy on Whatnot's son started a stream, and me and Mrs. Pokestash just up and decided we were going to go to his first ever stream.
His dad sent
And
it to us.
yeah, and we bought a single pack off of that, and we had a hit on it. So we said we were gonna get it graded because it was a fun little random help someone out moment. The Japanese cards typically grade really well. I believe this is a 10. Go ahead, Nick. Let's see what we got. It's a Zera Aura, the Illustrator rare. Go ahead.
I accidentally touched the.
Okay, please pull it. Alrighty, that is a Gem Mint 10.
Fantastic. That brings it out to $29.99.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I didn't think we'd get much of a gain on that.
I mean, we gained a pretty good bit. You had it at 5.
Yeah, when you
worth
count
6
grading
times
costs,
now?
it's worth $2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one I got from Nationals, and I really hope it is a 10. This is by far, I'm not even, it's not even up for debate. This is the best Aerodactyl art that they have made.
Right.
That they have made at in the card game. I really believe it's a 10. I searched, I looked at it hard. Nick, can I check this one?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
It is a 10. Okay, good.
It's the Aerodactyl.
Yeah, I want to say I spent like $90 or $100 on this card, so I'm actually really
256.52.
and it is worth $256. We gained like $151 on that. I will take that all day. Next, we have the 2 cards that I got resubbed. One of them I got resubbed just to see if it'll get better because we're keeping it forever. The other one, this Charizard EX, I think without a doubt it gave us back a 7 last time. It is not a 7. I think it's an 8 or a 9. And I'm very bullish on that. Nick, let's see if we got better than last time.
An 8.
We got an 8. We got an 8 on
Is
it.
that Charizard?
That's M Charizard EX.
Okay. 8 is 110.89.
At 110.89, we beat the old score. I think it's like we gained like $30. I can live with an 8. It is it is grossly off-centered on the front. Yeah, it's off-centered on the front. I knew it wasn't going to get a 10, but I'm really happy with it being an 8. I honestly, it made it worth shipping back to get a regrade. And this final one, me and Mrs. Pokestash got this Uyama's Pikachu on Whatnot.
As usual.
As usual. It was a random, though. We did not snipe it. We bought a sheet. And the sheet of Vending Machine 3 had the Uyama's Pikachu. Now, I mostly graded this. I don't necessarily think it's a 10. It's probably an 8 or a 9, but we got an 8 on it last time. I believe if it comes back an 8, I'm going to leave it alone. But if it came back a 9, it was totally worth shipping back because in a 9, the Uyama's Pikachu goes from being worth 200 to 340 bucks. I kind of want you could pull it, bud. So let's see. Let's see what we got. Go ahead, Nick. What?
A 10.
Guys, I'm never selling this, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna Nah, guys, you got it wrong. There's a print line back here. Like, I found it whenever I cut it. I was like, why did you give me an 8? And I cut it. It is right here. There's actually a double line in the card. PSA, I love you, and I'm never cutting it out of here because you say it's a 10. So I don't do this for a living, so I guess it's a 10. Wow.
How much?
Isn't that like almost $800?
It is $787.19.
Yeah, that is now our second most valuable card. Not that it matters because it is staying in our collection forever. But holy crap.
So I'm saying like you're fine with taking that hit to your like accuracy.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that. So while Mrs. Pokestash adds all this up to see if we went positive or negative.
Oh, we went. Okay, so here's how I did the math. The actual grading value of all the cards on this table was $2,386.72. The raw value before we got this was $728. You had a grading cost of $402, which $2,386.72 minus $402 minus $728 comes out to $1,256.72. So I would say that's positive.
Oh yeah, we went positive over $1,000.
And then if we're looking at your accuracy, you got 16 out of 19 correct within your ranges. So that is at an 84.21% accurate grade for the PSA return.
That is fun. I'm still freaking out about the Uyama's Pikachu. Wow. Phenomenal. That's. We're gonna do time machine. I'm gonna grab the box real quick, and then we're done. Oh.
Actually, instead of time machine, why don't you grab one of my special packs if you want to do that? You want to do time machine? Do time machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have one more time machine, real old pack anyway.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nick, what were you going to tell us about Metagross and why he's out today? What was he doing? Something about your Pokedex?
Well, so he was so big that he couldn't fit in my Pokedex anymore.
So, he had to come outside.
I let him go into outside to play.
We're going to preemptively put that good energy out and say I'm going to need this sleeve. And we have, to end this what will likely never happen again, Jim Mint 10, Uyama's Pikachu video. We are going into the booster pack time machine, and we are going to be opening a Giovanni's Gym Challenge booster pack. Let's see what we got. You're not even opening it. Why are you shaking?
I don't know.
Oh, we tore it.
Sorry, Jerry.
We tried, bud. Jerry, you kept that Uyama's Pikachu 10 a fairly well kept secret. Thank you. I'm not happy with the amount of 9s I have, but I was literally testing the boundaries of PSA, and I learned I should keep doing it the way that I have been doing it prior to this, because my 10 standard is a 10 standard, and I shouldn't chase 9s to becoming 10s. We are not going to do the pack trick this time, because I don't remember it, and I have never done it right on a gym challenge pack. Are you holding both hands? Are you ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nick. There you go. Tilt your hand. We're going to move Metagross. He's too big for his own good.
Yeah.
He didn't exist back in Gym Challenge anyway. So, let's see what we got.
Erica's Oddish. Goka's Grimer. Misty's Magikarp. Blaine's Growlithe. Sabrina's Ghastly. Koga's Coffin.
Whoa! Okay. Wow. All right. Misty's Gyarados. We got a nice Misty's Gyarados. Okay. We're going to sleeve that right now.
Sabrina's Haunter.
We got the Ghastly too in here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saffron City Gym.
Okay.
Koga's Kakuna.
Yeah.
And the
Fighting Energy.
Fighting.
So this one was 4 from the back, because we drew that and then we drew these, right?
Okay.
Not that we have any more Gym Challenge packs to open, but the centering on this is really, really good. The back looks like it has some rub, so the surface is not going to be perfect. Sorry, guys. I know I'm sniffling. That's probably an 8 or a 9. We always get our time machine cards graded either way, so that'll be fine. But we got a hit in it. We got a foil. If you don't know, foils are not guaranteed in vintage packs. I'm going to put him in a proper one. I don't like
And
these.
not always in other packs, too. Like, there might be something.
So that's all we got tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do this stuff for fun, to spend quality time with my son. We have a lot of fun with it, and we'd really appreciate a like and subscribe if it's something you enjoy watching. Let us know in the comments if there's something specific you want to see or want to see us do, and we'll be happy to try to meet you up on that. Nick, I think this was a unreal video. Was not expecting this turnout. That is absolutely crazy. But that's all I got today. Thank you for watching, and till next time.